What's up guys, I'm Zedius and welcome to another FIFA 17 video. In our last video we finished up our FUT Champs run and ended with 19 wins and 21 losses, giving us a gold 3 finish. In this video we're going to be taking a run at divisions, including a full run of Division 9 and Division 8. In our next video we're going to get our FUT Champs weekend rewards, and we'll be looking at how we can change our team based on that. Today's episode starts us with a look at our transfer pile. I did sell off a lot of the players that we had in the club at the time. There was a couple of reasons for that. So the first one is that Team of the Year was right around the corner. I sold these players literally the day before. And when Team of the Year comes out, there's a lot of packs being opened. A lot of packs means that there's a lot of cards getting listed on the market. And a lot of cards being listed on the market increases the supply, so the price will go down. The Ultimate Team market it's interesting. It doesn't react exactly the way, markets do in real life, but in such a similar way that the laws of supply and demand do still apply, of course. So we start there by looking at some of the profits we made on some of the players, and we did pretty well for the most part. And here I just showed a squad that we used to complete the 7 Nation Squad Building Challenge. Just another pack, comes with a lot of contracts which are useful, squad fitness, a couple other fitness cards. And I've mentioned this before, but we'll just be completing those as we see fit and just as we go through. I added Memphis Depay and Gerard Deulofeu back into the team. I added Depay into the team for the first time, and I added Fernandinho. So I put some of those coins that we made from our excess players to use, and we added them into the team. Then I go into some bronze pack method. I sped this footage up a little bit because it can be a little boring just to watch somebody open bronze packs, but I did want to leave it in because I have mentioned it a few times, and it is a really valuable way to make coins. I haven't actually done it as much as I wish I have on this account so far, and it is something we'll get into more and more as we kind of settle into the account a little bit. With bronze pack method, basically what you want to do, at least the way I run it, is you check the price of every player. List pretty much every player. I keep rare players unless you can sell them for a little bit. This guy here, I was hoping to get lucky. We did have the cheapest on the market, but he ended up, I'll show it later, but not selling for his full price, unfortunately. But you also get contracts and fitness cards. If you see that you get a uniform or a ball or a stadium you might like to use, you can use them. Otherwise, I mostly get rid of them. You can get managers, which can be helpful. This Brazilian manager here, if we ever use some Brazilian players, he can provide some good chemistry boosts. This injury card went for over 1,000 coins. Can't argue with that. We paid 400 coins for this bronze pack and sold it for about 1,200. Along with this card who went for about 300. So out of this 400 coin bronze pack, we made 1,500 coins, over 3 times, almost 4 times the value. So that's where bronze pack makes its money. And hopefully we sell all these players, and over time, if you keep re-listing, they will all sell eventually. And you got free consumables and whatever else is worth in the pack. So just in this little bit here, we opened some packs, and I didn't keep exact track, but I can if that's something you guys are interested in. But I can almost guarantee you we've made money. And we've certainly made money if you take into account that we would have had to buy fitness and contract cards if we didn't get them in this way. It only takes 1 fitness, 1 contract to pay for this this pack. I had that kit on. It's white blended with green. I like the look of the kit, so we had it on instead of our other white kit. I usually like to have 1 light colored kit and 1 dark colored kit at any given time. So we open another pack here, and in this one we get a rare player. Generally I do like to save the rare players like I mentioned. So we do send him to the club. We list up the other guys that are in the pack, and And this is just a basic idea of how bronze pack method works. As I said, we'll be doing more of it as we go. I put that stadium on for less shadows. I wasn't loving the stadium we were playing in. And now we get right into Division 9. So this is our first game in Division 9. I think I'll go back to a little bit more of a commentary on some of these goals. With the FUT Champs games, I really want to try and get through as many games as I can, as fast as I can. Nice goal there from Decore, who got left in the team, that French non-rare central midfielder. He's been nothing but fantastic since he entered the team, and I think he's the only non-rare player left in the team at the moment. And Amrabat still scoring goals right there, nice and easy. I will tell you now, I mean, I already mentioned that we get promoted from Division 9. We actually dominate Division 9 and Division 10. Division 9 and Division 8 in this episode, and we did do well in Division 10 as well. By this point in the year, pretty much everyone has kind of settled. They've kind of settled into the spot where they're going to be for FIFA. And by that, I mean, if you're a Division 6 player, you're pretty much going to be in Division 6 by Christmas time, by this time, Team of the Year time. If you're a Division 1 or 2 player, you're going to be in Division 1 or 2 by this time. If you're a Division 10 player, you're going to be in Division 10. And every once in a while, you'll come up against somebody in the lower divisions who might be somebody like me who just started a new account and is a good player. But for the most part, you're going to come up against people who have the skill level of the division that they're in at this point. So we actually do pretty well in these divisions. I want to talk about players, personnel in this team. I really like Memphis Depay. He scored a lot of goals. He's very fast. Good pace, good strength, which is good for a winger. A lot of wingers don't have it. Good on the ball, decent finisher, can score when you ask him to. And Delafeu on the other side, I thought he was good as well. He's got enough pace, got the 4-star skill moves, same with Depay. I'd like my wingers to have those 4-star skill moves, and I know I did say Walcott would have a spot in the team for a while. Unfortunately, the more I used him, the more I felt that he wasn't doing enough. And now using Depay, I'm not going to go back to Walcott. The extra pace isn't worth the downgrade in skill moves, in addition to the downgrade in finishing, in addition to the downgrade in physicality. It's really just not worth it. I'd rather have somebody like Depay in the game, in the team, excuse me. Depay does have an inform, and that could be something we look into eventually. I did pack him on my other account. I used him for a few games before selling him on to afford the Diego Costa Player of the Month card, I believe. Or what's the Hazard? The Hazard Player of the Month card I sold that Depay on for. But anyway, Depay is a good player, and I'm happy with Amrabat for now. I will change him in a couple of games, as you'll see. But there's a really an easy 4-0 win. Our defense is solid. Alberto Moreno on the left, in my opinion, best left back in the BPL. I don't see anybody too much better. He's one of the fastest, and his defending isn't great, but it's not bad. And he goes forward well enough that he's a valuable option in attack, too. And I used Hector Bellerin, the loan version, for a while in this team. Fantastic. This was actually pretty much my first experience using him this year, and he's as good as everybody says. This game here I want to talk about is he dabbed after that goal, and the dab is kind of the universal screw you sort of thing. So this guy was being kind of a jerk the whole game, and then it topped it off with that, and I was the much better player. So we come back, we tie up the game there with Dele Alli. We score an easy cutback goal again with Dele Alli, who was a very good cam, and I dabbed back on him, and I was frustrated. It happens to everybody. But we just dominated this guy, and here we're through on goal again. Easy cutback for Delafeu. And I just wanted to dominate this guy after he was kind of a jerk in the beginning of the game. Got up early and tried to hold the ball and just kind of rub it in my face that he was beating me. There's Depay making it 5. And Dele Alli threw on goal again. And I believe that's a nice chip there. Butland, I think he had in goal, just couldn't get to it. And then Depay coming in off the wing again. Look at that Berba spin, dribble past another. Squares ball across, nice easy goal. And I think we ended up beating him. Was it 7 or was it more? Oh, it was more. Amrabat again on the right wing, cuts inside, and penalty? Perhaps undeserved. I think that it was certainly a handball, but they don't call those in FIFA, and his Otamendi gets sent off in the 74th. We step up, and we give to Depay, and I'm trying to force some goals to Depay at this point. And for some reason I had the arrow, and I didn't bother turning it off, and scored the penalty, no problem. And then another goal from Depay, making it 9-0. 9-0 in the 77th, and then he decides to quit. Or excuse me, 9-2, not 9-0. And then he decides to quit there. 18 shots, 14 on target, complete domination this game. And normally, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't do something like that. But this guy was kind of being a jerk, so dominating the game there. Felt pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry I missed the team on this one. I don't know where that footage went. Apologies for it. Memphis Depay coming in again off the left with that finesse shot, and then off the post there. What a bummer. And Depay gets fouled in the box. He's just on the ball a lot. Very good player. I recommend trying him out. We did not purchase him for very much. I believe I showed it, but if I didn't, I think it was maybe 1,500 coins. Not much at all. And then there's Amrabat putting that penalty away, no problem. And if we win or draw this game, that'll confirm the Division 9 victory for us. And what a goal there, just fighting. I had to play Mbakani on the right wing because Delafeu was injured for this game and I didn't want to spend for a healing card. This was a fantastic goal from Depay. His finesse shots are just too good. And I recommend, if you're close to the box, I recommend trying that free kick. Call a second player with L2. Just tap L2 to call a second player onto the ball. Hold L2 and just tap X, and it'll roll the ball off to a third man who runs on, as Depay did there. I recommend trying that if you feel like you're too close to the goal to get it up and over. Here is another squad building challenge. I wanted to show that because I didn't actually get to show the team. I apologize. It was not expensive, and we do end up packing Clichy and Gabriel, Marcus Rojo, a couple of BPL players who are valuable to us. We end up storing everybody for now except this silver guy, who I noticed was going for about 600 or so coins. So we list him up for 600, excuse me, and he eventually will sell on. Luis Adriano, I think I checked his price, but wasn't going for too much, so I think we hung on to him for now. Yep, threw everybody to the club. Oh, okay, so here, I did some work on the companion app and couldn't put the footage into the video. We packed this guy, and because he's from Toulouse, and Toulouse has very limited silver players, he sold for 16,500 coins. And we packed this guy in a squad building challenge for Team of the Year, where you got the uniform, which we do equip. You'll see in the next game, the kit. I mean, and a 25k pack. And he was in the end of our 25k pack. Nemanja Matic was the other player who was in that pack. And we do add him to the team. Nepenthes actually swears by Matic, says he's one of the best defensive midfielders in the entire game. And after using him for just a few games, I would tend to agree, even though I haven't been using him in a purely defensive sense. He's been doing really well. So we did luck out there to pack that silver Toulouse right mid. But that'll happen. That'll happen to you. It won't happen to all of you at once, but it'll happen from time to time. How about this free kick from Memphis Depay? His free kicks, I think, are 90. And what an angle. What an angle he hit that from. I left the replay in. It's not the best angle, but look at where he's from. And just curls it up and upper 90 from way off to the side there. What a goal from Depay. Again, highly recommended. I think he was a really good player. And well worth the purchase. And yeah, so back to packing that silver player. We did just get lucky. And luck is something that happens in FIFA Ultimate Team. Any game that that there's a randomness to it, luck is a factor, and luck could happen in packs and it could happen in games. You're going to see games on. There's a big discussion now about scripting, handicap, and momentum. It's a big thing in the game right now. I don't necessarily believe in it. Some do, some don't, and if you do, that's great. That's fine. You can believe in it. I don't. I like to say that mistakes in the game are my mistakes. Are there broken gameplay mechanics? Absolutely. Are things unfair at times? Yeah, I would say so. But I think a lot of it is down to bad luck. And I'd rather blame myself for a mistake than the game for saying, hey, he had it was a tie game and then I scored a goal and all of a sudden that changed everything, so now the game wanted me to win or something like that. I don't think the game wants anything. Is there the one thing I'm skeptical about is momentum. Is there something in the game that says if you're playing well you can kind of ride the wave sort of thing? Because there's definitely no doubt about the fact that sometimes players feel better than others. But is that down to bad connection? I'd say most of the time it probably is. And how about those uniforms? Right down to the bow tie on Dele Alli there. I really like that kit. And the squad builder for that was fairly simple. Shouldn't cost you more than 10,000 coins at most. I don't even think it cost us that much. But as for scripting, handicap, momentum, I could talk about it more. I don't feel it's something that really needs too much time to be addressed. But you can, as I said, you can have your own beliefs, and I'd be happy to hear from what you guys think. And just because I say something doesn't mean it's the truth, but it's what I choose to believe, and I'm happy with that. So here we win another game, hat trick for Depay. Dele Alli was very active in really all the games he played in. I was happy with his performance. But when his loan does run out, it might be this game or perhaps the next. His loan runs out and we add Ross Barkley into the team, another young English midfielder, bigger than Dele Alli, 5-star weak foot, and of course Evertonian. So that's kind of why I wanted to add him in. I feel he's a really good player. We'll see if he is as good or better than Dele Alli, but as of right now, I'm happy with him. I only used him for a couple of games thus far, but we shall see how he does. Here, got another penalty. Give it again to Depay, trying to force some goals onto his card. So I guess it won't matter if we end up buying his inform at some point or another. This was weird. He pushed his whole defense up and just left my players there to collect the goal kick. You think if he pushes his defense up like that, he'd hit a long ball to the strikers and try and run onto it or something. But I suppose not. That's a tough deflection off the post and just put back into the net there. And he scored another here. Actually, this game was more competitive than I originally thought. But for the most part, I think we actually end up winning it 6-2. We pretty much dominated both Division 8 and Division 9. We did lose one game. You'll see it in a second. To a guy who was not better than me. And he got an early penalty, and I don't know, maybe it's an argument for scripting or something of the like. If he got an early penalty, and I just felt I couldn't get myself back into the game no matter how many chances I had. But I don't see it like that. I see it as I wasn't consistent, I didn't take my chances, and he outplayed me in that game, although he may not be actually a better player. So here's Ross Barkley, bought him for $8.50. Super cheap, very affordable, and will only get cheaper. If you're looking to buy players to try them out, or buy players who might be expensive, now is the time to do it. This week, and particularly this weekend, when all of the Team of the Year players are out. Attackers are out today and yesterday and today as I'm recording this, so I should say Monday and Tuesday they will go out of packs on Wednesday, 1 o'clock East Coast time. And then midfielders will likely go into packs, but that's not confirmed. And then defenders, And then finally, over the weekend, we should have all players in packs, all 11. But we'll see. EA have kind of switched it up a little bit this year. They've stayed very unpredictable, very unpredictable. Some things have been the same as last year, some things haven't. With the addition of FUT Champs and SBCs, they've totally changed Ultimate Team. They really have just totally changed the game, and it's difficult to know what to expect at this point. There was that penalty I was talking about. Absolutely a penalty, no question. And then he scores a second goal here just after halftime, and I just couldn't get back into the game. And again, I think it was my fault. We could have clinched the Division 8 title with that. We didn't, and we go into one more game, which should get added in right here. Strike force of Lukaku and Harry Kane, who, as a matter of fact, are the two informed strikers this week, Team of the Week strikers. And Team of the Week is something I want to talk about. So I end up doing a Team of the Week 16 guaranteed pack. We're using a BPL team. The worst I could get is that guy Castro from the A-League, or Sinclair from the Scottish League, from Celtic and the Scottish League. Although he is English and we could work in if we needed him. I felt anybody else we would get has a high enough price about now that, although a lot were packed yesterday and the day before, so the prices have gone down. But pretty much every other player that we could have gotten, other than those two, was worth more than the money we would put in. I'll explain a little more as we get there, and we should actually get there right after this game, where we do make it 4-0 at halftime. I think we beat up on this guy pretty badly. But we only end up spending about 20,000 coins to get a guaranteed informed player, somebody we can use for the rest of the year, because he's untradeable. So we really use him the rest of the year. We'll put a good chemistry style on him. We'll use him in as many teams as we can. And that was my thought process. And we'll see, you'll see in a second who we do get. It was pretty nerve-wracking for me. I don't want to give anything away at all, but you'll see it in a second. As soon as we finish this game, 7-1 now. I do go through and show all the players that we end up buying for the team. And I just want to get through this game, win the title. And I figured we had enough coins, we had money to spend. We're going to get coin reward on Wednesday night. So tonight, as you're seeing this, we'll get 30,000 coins for that Gold 3 reward. We're going to get some packs, which I think I'll save for over the weekend for a chance at a Team of the Year player. Not that I expect one. And this is the team we use. I don't believe any 83 rated player costs more than 2,000 or 2,100. I bought both the 84 rated players for 4,000 points, and then there was an 80 rated Jesus Navas, I believe I put in. There is a formula for this. You can check it out online. You need an 84 rated team, and to do that, you need 2 84s, 8 83s, and an 80. So that's what we did. We spent about 20,000 coins, and again, I justified that already. Let me know if you think it was a good choice or a bad choice. Put in the comment section down below before we even know who we got. I was very nervous. I was excited but nervous. I thought this might backfire on us. I was regretting it. I thought it could be great for us. I actually, before I open the pack, I go and run through the Team of the Week so I can talk about kind of what our options were. So we look here. Schmeichel in goal, absolutely perfect. He'd be our goalie probably for the rest of the series. Either of those left backs would slot into our team. Trippier we've used, his informed version can only be better. Willian on the right side would probably be our right midfielder for the rest of the series. Lukaku, I would love. Incredible player, would love him. Baines, definitely would like. Dele Alli, using his normal card, it was great. Even Andre Gray would be good, the English striker, and then Willian would be fantastic. Those are the ones I really wanted. So we go back in, we go to our pack, we open it up, and right away you get the big player. We have English striker, Tottenham, Harry Kane. So as soon as I saw English striker, I was like, oh, so it's going to be one of the two. To be honest, I might have preferred Gray, but I am so happy with Harry Kane, considering how it could have went. An 87 rated player in the club already for 20,000 coins. He's right. When I packed him, he was going for 75,000 coins. So certainly worth it. And he's somebody that I want to put a lot of games on. I've heard he's not great. But we'll see. I hope he performs really well. Looking at his stats, 90 shooting, he's going to be a poacher. So maybe we play him in a 2-striker set and partner with somebody faster. Maybe we use him in a false 9 and use him as a sort of target man. His passing and dribbling are fantastic. 81 passing, 85 dribbling, 86 physical, good stamina, good strength, good heading ability. The only thing that lets him down, even the slightest, is that pace. Maybe we drop him back to play Cam. I don't know, but I'm really looking forward to using him, and I'm super happy with how that went. I could have backfired on us big time, but it didn't, and I'm happy with how it went, and I'm glad we did it. So let me know in the comments below now what you guys think about that choice after we have gotten the player, after we got that Harry Kane. Again, super happy about it, and let me know what you guys think. So tomorrow's video, we're going to look at a new team, a new squad, and those rewards. But thanks. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.